In this tutorial, we're looking at how to generate spot height data from a DEM. First thing you need to do is launch your software, ArcGIS Pro, and let's follow the procedure. On your ArcGIS Pro software, go to Map, Add Data. So you have to navigate to where you saved your DEM. I have mine here. I'll click on OK. So my DEM has been loaded and I want to zoom into my study area. So my study area is around KNUST. So yeah, once I'm in my study area, now try to generate the spot height for just the study area. So the next thing we have to do is go to Analysis, Tools, then we'll search for a tool called Fishnet. So we have Create Fishnet. So you pick this tool and output feature class. So we'll give it a feature name of KNUST Fishnet, KNUST underscore Fishnet. We have to specify our display extent. So you come to templates extent, which is this default by system. So you set it to current display extent. Next thing we have to do is specify the cell size. That's for the fishnet, and we use a cell size of 45. Number of rows we want to get from the fishnet 45 also. The number of columns 45. So all these values will depend on the amount of information you want. So if you want more information, then you have to go with a small amount of cell size. So for just the tutorial, we'll stick with these values, and there we are good. Always make sure that this value is checked, then you hit on run. So yeah, our fishnet will be generated for just this display extent, and there we have it. We have our fishnet for just our display extent. So I'll zoom out and we'll see that there we have it. So what we actually want to do is to assign the spot height values to the contour, to the fishnet labels. Because they are points, it's easy for us to just assign the spot height values to them. So we will remove the fishnet from it and just maintain the labels. Okay, so the next thing we now want to do is to assign the height values to them. How do we do that? Let's check that. So we'll go to Tools again, then we'll type in extract value to points. So extract extract values to points. Input point feature. So our point feature we are going to input is KNUST underscore fishnet underscore label. Input raster. So the raster is the one we brought in. Then make sure that you check this interpolate values at point location. So we'll check it. Very good. And we hit on run. So there we have it. Extract underscore KNUST underscore F1. So that is it. So now that we don't need the label, we'll just remove it, and we'll check the attribute table to see. So we'll check the attribute table, and there we have our height values for every point. Very good. So the next thing we want to do is now add their X and Y coordinates so that you can easily plot them or work with your data. So on attribute table, we'll go to add. So we add the x coordinate field, and we choose float for it, and we add the y. Again, we choose float for it. And when you're done, you just right click and save. Okay, so now that that has been done, we have our x field and our y field. So the easterns and the northerns. So what you have to do is now calculate the position. So you just click on the column, right click on it, and go to calculate geometry. And the input feature is this, yes. So the x, we want it to correspond to the point x coordinates, then the y value which you created, we want it to correspond to the y coordinates, the point y coordinate. So depending on the coordinate system that you want, you can navigate here and change it. So we have so many of them. Um, we have geographic projected. So I'm working in a projected system, which is the Ghana meter grid. So I just maintain mine. And when you're done, you hit on OK. Then there we have our coordinates. So our coordinate values have been generated and our data is almost completely gotten. So the next thing we have to do is transform it to or convert it to Excel data. So you can come back to tools again. Then this time around you type in to Excel, that is table to Excel. Then they're asking you to input table. So the input table is going to be this KNUST, the one with the height and the coordinates. And you specify the output location. So for this work, the output location would be desktop. Yeah, just like I have it desktop over here. And I'll call it spot height. I'll save it. Then I'll run. Our work is done. So what we need to do is check. So we come to, and here we have it, spot height. We open it up and we have everything we need. The raster value, the X and the Y. So that is it. Thank you for watching this video. And if you like the video, please do subscribe to my channel.